I start, hang on, what's this? Good, we're live, I hope. Let's see, desktop, start screen share. Yes, that's beautiful, and we'll do that. No, let's do that. Oh, let's do that. Okay, right. Now, first of all, where do we start? Project. I have not had internet for the last 5 days, so I know I have tons of email. I also know that there are some things missing from the project webpage. Hang on, say again? Oh. Let's see, what's missing? Let's see what's missing. So, one thing is that it says that more details are coming about the GUI. But I'm going to take that message out because more details are not coming. That's all the details you are getting, okay? Not important, there is enough for you. I mean, if you don't know how it works, you don't know how it works. I mean, it's impossible to explain it. Well, the right way to explain this is to give you a demo, and you have a demo online. This push me. It doesn't make a lot of sense to try to explain here how people must lay out the whole screen. Yes. Are you asking about the GUI? Okay. Okay, right. So, hoe muis klikken op de tel? Okay, yes. Okay. Cool. Okay, cool. Say again? Oh, yes, I can. And I must, because I also need to do that for YouTube. So, he asked, there are things we didn't cover in class, like how to pick up mouse clicks and how to do buttons. And we must cover those. We must fix that. Okay, you're right. But don't panic. Don't, people, just stay relaxed. Don't panic, please. Okay. What has been fixed, let's just check if it was fixed. Okay, is an example of the command file. These instructions for how to hand it in. So to hand in this project, you must put it on learn.sun.ac.za. Okay? There is a deadline. Before 2 o'clock on Thursday. Before 2 o'clock on Thursday. Okay? You must hand it in on Sunday. What you must put up is your source code and anything else that is needed to run your project. If you use graphics, you must add that. If you use sound, you must add that. We must be able to download the project and run it to pilot. If they can't do that during your demonstration, then you'll get 0. We are going to download the projects from Sunburn. So if you didn't submit it, then we might be able to mark you and get 0. Just in case, bring along a copy of your project. In case the internet goes down or something else terrible happens. Bring along a copy of your software, but it must be on the system as well. If we can't access the system, we'll use the backup, but it must be on the system. You must also bring along plagiarism forms. So I have some here, which you must take. You must sign them and bring them along either to Wednesday's class or to my office. There'll be a box in front of my office. If I'm not there, well, if I'm not going to put it in the box, don't give it to the secretary, please. She'll be overwhelmed. You can bring it to Wednesday's class if you want, or you can sign it now if you want. I don't know. I don't want you to do that. It's going to make noise and confusion. So when you leave, take a copy. This is also on the internet. Okay, so it should be linked there. Is it? Can I download it? Hang on. Oh well, at least there is. Okay, right. It's not a pledge to plagiarize. It's a pledge if you didn't plagiarize. Okay. Don't. Hang on. Sync doesn't work. That's fine. I don't mind. Don't take thousands of copies for your friends, please. By that I mean take 0 copies for your friends. If they want it, they can get it off the internet, or they can get it in Wednesday's class. But there won't be enough for everyone if you just take a lot of extra copies, which will inevitably end up on the floor in your dorm room, along with all the other chips packets and empty Coke cans that's already there. Okay, so just take 1 sheet for yourself. Plagiarism. As far as marking is concerned, it's bad if we haven't, there are things we haven't covered. Partly, I want some of you, I want some of these things, I want you to find out some of these things by yourself. But we should cover some of them. We'll start with the important thing first. But if you didn't do it in class, it's not right to deduct marks for you if you didn't do them, if you didn't find them out yourself. Is it makkelijker? More comfortable? More comfortable? Maybe. Can't hear them. Okay, right. So you won't be penalized if there's something you didn't do that you didn't cover. But you will be able to use it to get bonus marks. You understand what I'm saying? You understand that statement? Yes.
Essentially, we just have to throw it away. Because that's all because we have action and not interaction with the UV.
Yes, that's good.
So we just have to throw it away.
Okay, good. But you can read from the keyboard. You can't read from the keyboard. We learned how to read integers.
That's what we all call that. You said we have to use the keyboard and the mouse.
Okay, just give me a second. I'm very sure we've done a keyboard input in the tutorial. Did we not? Hang on, give me a second. Just give me a second. Damn, of course now I can't find it. Was it even earlier? Ah, here we go. So in this tutorial, in this tutorial, you have to write a program that asks you for the number of grades, and you have to enter 0.
That's not that. That's detect like that's essentially key listening. We haven't learned about key listening.
That is true, but you have learned about keyboard input.
Yes, but the project especially states that we have to move the blocks with our mouse, not with the command file.
Not a command file, but did it not say you can use the keyboard also? From the mouse arrows. Does it say arrows? Okay. If we want to quibble about the project, we have to be really sure what we're talking about. Let's just see. No, there's nothing down. This is where it is. Pressing keys on the keyboard. Okay, right. So the blade has landed exactly on the edge. Okay? Because what does pressing keys mean?
But further requirements says but mouse click or by arrow keys.
Oh. Does it? Okay. So eventually the blade falls over onto its side. I'm wrong. Okay, so we need to learn about arrow keys. Do we want to do this? Hang on, do we want to do this? Do we want to do this? No. No. So, okay, before you ask a question, let me just do a quick query. How many of you have a working text mode? Is your text mode not working? Not exactly. Not in yours? Not yet. That's what you mean with yes. Okay? So, who has a working graphics mode? How did you manage this?
ITS.
ITS good.
No, I think most of the people had IT at school. So then you have a back.
IT at school.
IT or worse.
Okay, right. Okay, yeah, it's fine. I know English. Okay. The hearing I have an issue with. I can't hear properly. I understand fine. Okay, right. Yeah, but that's not fair, is it? It's not fair to punish people who have not had IT at school. And it's not fair to penalize people who have had IT at school. So I'm going to make a tiny change, which is the best I can do. Okay? And I'm going to say that we're going to change this 30% to 10%. I know that if you have had IT school and you spend hours and hours getting it to work, if you haven't had IT school, that's a different category. That's a different category. If you haven't had IT school and you've had work. But I know you've spent hours and hours, and you will get up to 10% extra. And hopefully all of it will work so you get 100%. Is that sensible? Yes.
So it's like the marks for the CUNY on top of the project. I think that's maybe the sales plan.
So are you telling me that you're going to include so it will score you 10, 20% bonus marks? But there won't be, not everything will be working in the core module. So you only get 70% for the core module, and then the bonus gets you up to 90 again. So you're clever enough to write the GUI but not the core. I don't know, there's somewhere gap. Once again, I don't understand completely. Yes. So shh. Anyway, breathe. Back on the Swiss swap. I can't hear a thing. Yes. Don't be ready any further.
Did you say
let's say
one program and then you check like you said, instead of we might like X, why do you make one program that we call from the same thing? So there is like display or something, then uses that display. So if this happens on your X one, we have one.
I can do that. Is it my face running? Sorry. Yes. Okay. So I think I kind of almost partially understood. You're saying that if there's a mistake in your code and you only score 70, then your GUI probably won't work either. So you won't device box for that either. So you'll be stuck at 70 again. Come. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Okay, right, hang on, just give me a sec. Give me a tiny sec, I think I know what it is. No, I don't have a pacemaker. I could have had one, but I opted for removing the heart. Okay. Hang on, just give me a sec. I think the battery is just a little flat. At least I hope that's what it is. Just give me one sec, quick sec. Okay, hang on. There we go. Okay, right. Okay, right. Working. That's fine. Okay, fine. So we all learned what it sounds like in the battery goes. Now, say that again, if your code doesn't work, your graphics won't work. Is that what you said? Yeah, which is what I told you to do. But what's your point? Yeah, but I'm not sure what we can ever do about that. I mean, there's nothing, honestly, nothing we can do about that, no matter whatever the circumstances was. So basically, the important thing is your code must work. Your code must work. Okay. Right. So let's assume that your code will work. I'm going to change that to. I want you to change that to 10%. But I prefer to change that to 20% and have it be a bonus. Okay? So you still can't score more than 100, but if you are missing points, your GUI will count. Okay. What else? The most important part is something else, which we'll talk about now in a sec. Firstly, do you have other questions about this? Ask now. Ask. Yes, ask.
Concerning class files, how many
Class files
should it consist of? Because I have quite a few.
How many do you have?
Like 30.
30.
30.
30, yes, that's what I said. 30. That sounds like a little. That sounds like a lot. What do they do?
Well, basically everything like when it shifted left or right, that was horizontal shift. That's a class. And vertical, that was also another class.
Oh. So basically, what you've done is that you said I need to put every method in its own class.
No, if the old methods that were related were fit into the same class.
Not exactly. So every 2 methods.
4 or 5 methods.
Every 4 or 5 methods. Okay. That is actually not a bad idea, which you've taken to the extreme. But it's a good idea to say that I've got this functionality and it all belongs together. So I'm going to write one class that contains all of the shifting. And I've got one class that contains all of the checking if everything is okay. And I've got another class that can handle all of the command processing. But 30 seems a little bit excessive, but we're not going to penalize you for that. I don't think. Unless the demo freaks out, you're not going to lose any marks. If you do, just talk to me. I'll calm them down. What else? Hang on. What?
Gregor.
Oh, your name is Gregor.
Yes.
Gregor.
I was just wondering concerning validation.
Concerning validation.
Validation, whatever.
Yes.
What should we be catering for? Everything that can go wrong.
Oh, error checking. Right. Everything that can go wrong. What do you mean? What can go wrong?
Well, if you take the text files as input.
Yes, text files as input. Got it? Yes.
You can, well, it can vary a lot. You can put anything inside of it.
That's true. You can put anything inside a text file. That's very true. But I mean, there are these constraints that the text file is supposed to follow. An integer n between 1 and 10, and these coordinates should all be in some region.
So we can assume that will always be correct.
Hang on, let me just see if it actually says that. Give me.
I think some of it can be accepted, some of it not. I'm not sure what.
So, it says here, give me a second. Where does it say it? Give me a minute.
That's one of them.
Okay, right, so this is what you can assume. It's somewhere in the text, I can't find it now. But the assumption you can make is that the board file is valid. You don't have to check it for errors. The command file is valid, so it won't contain non-existent commands, or it won't refer to blocks that are invalid. For example, I think I spotted at least move green block number B by exactly n squares. You may assume that n is valid. So it doesn't, well, not that n, B is valid. It does not refer to a non-existent block. So the only thing that may cause an error is the movement. The command file may tell you to move a block to a position where it can't move, off the board or through another block, or it may ask you to move. It won't ask you to move the red block because that's impossible, but it may ask you to move. I want to make a scenario, but it's difficult to do it without pen and paper. But let's take this example. Let's take this example. So it's a valid command to move this green block, this two green block left and right. It can move like that all at once, that's fine. But the green block can't move down or up. If it moves up at the board, and it can't move down because there's a red block in the way, which usually the green block can push around, but there's also another green block in the way. And one green block can't move another green block. Is that correct? Do you agree? So this green block can't move down because the red block would have to push this green block, and this green block can't be pushed. So some commands may be invalid, but the format of commands will be valid. So you don't have to do error checking for either the board file or the command file. The only error you have to produce is, I'm sorry, I don't know this well enough. Where does it say that? Here. Apart from displaying the board in response to a 66 command and possibly displaying the error messages in response to a move command, your program must not produce any output. If it does, you'll lose marks. Yes, you wanted to ask me something there. You wanted to ask the same question. Why did you do that? Okay, yes. Oh no, hang on. That has got another question. If you
display 66 in the display of a board.
Yes.
And then you say, let's say 1, you've got 1.
Yes.
And then you say 66 again.
Yes.
And then the next thing has to be, right? If you
I hear what you are saying. Where will it be? Oh. Oh. No. Yes, yes you can. Let's make a sample board file. So all I want to do is to have one green block and one red block. So I've got one green block. The exit will be on the east. It doesn't matter. The red block will be in the middle. And let's say there's a green block below it. So it's 2, 4, and size 2. Okay. And now I'm going to write the command file. And the command file will say 66, quit. So this is not Java, this is some other secret script. Board file, command file. Okay, fine. So your program is also supposed to do that. It's also supposed to print the board in exactly this format that's described on the web page. And the command file only had a 66, which means display the board. But let's change the command file. Let's say it has to display the board, move the 0 block 2 positions to the right, display the board again. So the command file now contains a 66, which means show the board, 02, which means move block 0 2 positions to the right, and 66 again, and then 99. Okay, so let's just see what happens. So display the board originally, the next command was the move, and now it displays the board again for the second 66. And this green block 00 has moved 2 positions to the right. And the little red block, which was resting on top of it, also moved. Okay, but just hang on. That guy's had his hand up for so long. He's just stopped. He can't get up. Yes. Yes, yes, you.
What was up for the daily forms, double ciphers of the we don't say
Do you mean block numbers? I won't give you double digits in the block commands. So the move commands. You mean the block numbers or the distance? No, you may not assume. Well, I'll show you a command file and you draw your own conclusions. No. 17. Just give me a second. I've got. Okay. So this is a command file that says move block 0, 10 positions to the left. I may have deleted it, the one that goes for 400 positions. But yeah, move block 0, 10 positions to the left, move block 0, 10 right, 0, 10 left, 0, 3 positions to the right. And then display the board and just and quit. Okay. Yes, your turn. On the website. The what file underneath? Yes. Second, sorry, I'm confused. In the, it's example, they're below each other. It's got a little any in next to it. Yeah, no. So you don't see a little secret control n character there. So that's just a text file issue. I'll check it again, but it was, did you work download on the Windows computer? Well, I don't know what to say. I'm not going to put up Windows versions, but it should still work. When you read it.
If you, because for the GUI, you have like use any for use it for that block. So for the text, you have to ask the user
No.
So just
no. Let me make this perfectly clear because it's going to count a lot of marks. What you have to do for Thursday, for the text mode, is almost exactly this. Now, I've typed gork-f command.org. But what you have to type is something like this. Java push me.
What's your wall script actually get the game for you? Or you should press it one. So you set up
What? I know nothing. Maybe not. We can never know. It's gone now. But this is what you have to do, Takia. You have to type, well, not you, the demi will have to type a command like this, Java push me, with those two files, and it will read them and execute the commands in the files. Okay. And B, I didn't write it out, but let me do that. B is a board file, and C is a command file. And just to show you what it must do exactly this. It must produce this output without requiring or asking the user to type anything at the keyboard. So command mode has no interaction. You start it and it executes. Okay. Yes.
Can we assume that command file will always end with 99?
Yes. Yes, you can. No, you cannot assume that because our command files don't end with 99. But you can assume every command file will contain a 99. And when you get to it, you will quit. But there might be other stuff that comes after. Just to check that your program is not inside. Yes. Well, there was quite a bit to the GUI, but yes. You didn't initially understand anything. I'm sorry, honestly, that's what I'm not being facetious, that's what I heard. You didn't use standard in. You did use standard in.
So I have the rest, the board.txt and the rest on
Like so. But that will only direct one file. Like so. Oh. Let me just think about it for a second. That's an issue. Are you taking photos? I think that's why I'm just asking. I just thought you would mistaken me with taking on some photos of forward. Yes.
in front of Microsoft and why do we
What's the ASCII code for that? No, the ASCII code, the number. Yeah, you are the expert. Okay, so I think, yes, so it's separated by character 10 instead of 10 and 30. But that doesn't matter. Yes. Maybe. So different systems have different conventions about how to end lines. And Microsoft is just different from Unix and Linux and also Apple. So Apple and Linux, some Linuxes, there's a carriage return and a line feed. And on Windows, there's only a line feed. So we just have to live with this. If you find the right editor, it should disappear. Oh, sorry. It should disappear, but I don't know how to, I can't explain it to you now. Say again? You have to open it in WordPad. That is almost too much for English to expect it to work. There must be an easier way. Honestly, I don't know what it is now. My suggestion is don't use WordPad. It doesn't really matter because the most important fact that you have to know is that your program must work in the lab. The program must work in the lab. Okay? If you come with your laptop, I've told the demis, if you show up with your laptop, you take the laptop and break it immediately in front of you. And if you come and say, I'm so sorry, but I did it on my computer in my dorm, I'll fix my computer, you can come with me to my dorm room and mark my program, then you'll probably say, no. So it must work in on. Tavia, do you have any questions?
Please tell us like what exactly to attach to the email. I'm so scared I'm gonna like say
What exactly to attach to the email? Okay, let's submit our program immediately. I wanted to submit my version in any case. Let's submit my version. My version. Now, I didn't really write this program properly, at least not on this computer. So I'm just going to submit some crap, and let's hope the demis never see it. Okay? So I'm going to pick these my functions. I've only written Java code, no graphics, no sound. So I'm going to take these Java files and put them in a zip file. On Unix, zip my project is fabulous. That's it. My first if, okay? My first if. My second if. I'll submit these two files, okay? So I've just zipped them. And they were deflated to some extent. And they now should be in this file called My Fabulous Project. Okay, there it is. And I'm going to upload it on SunLearn. SunLearn, I know it's somewhere. Well, I think the internet died. No, it didn't. Oh, you're still alive. Oh, yes. Okay, excellent. Okay, but now we're going to SunLearn. There we go. Taki, are you with me? Still, okay. You are not logged in. Okay, I'll log in. Password. Give me a second. That's my password. Oh, I'm logged in. This is Computer Science 114 project. Oh, hang on. Just pretend we didn't see that. Switch role to. I want to be a student. Oh, there we go. I'm logged in as a student. I'm Jacques Geldenhuis. I'm going to submit my project. No attempt. Yes, good. I haven't attempted yet. Not graded. Oh, that's a pity. Oh, speaking of that, I marked all your tests last week after you wrote them, but I neglected to put it onto the system, which is a good thing because someone sent me a correction for the memo, which means I have to remark. It's one tiny little question of all the tests. I'll do that this afternoon. But it's a good thing your marks aren't on the system yet. And the practical tests also need to be added. Okay, Taki, I'm adding my submission. I still have 3 days and 2 hours. Oh, what's going on now? Oh, here we go. Push me source code. Important. You must accept the Turnitin end license. What the hell is this? I turned Turnitin off, but okay, well, never mind. Maybe it's still switched on. It's a thing that checks for plagiarism and stuff. You probably won't have to do this. I sure hope you won't. Now I'm at Turnitin. Oh. I have internet. Oh no, it failed. Okay. Sorry. Here we go. Okay, I'll try to turn it off again, but I'm pretty sure I used some other system. I made the right choice, I'm pretty sure. Okay, right, here we go. I agree. Turnitin can, okay. Okay, it's loading, hang on, Takia. See, this is one of the reasons I hate Sunderland, because it's so slow and so horrible. Now, I want to add something here, so I guess I have to say add a file. Browse, Yaku. There we go. Save as. I don't think I have to say anything. All rights reserved, that doesn't matter. Upload this file. Okay, so there's my one submission. Save changes. Good. So draft not submitted. It's not graded. Edit submission, submit assignment. Are you sure you want to submit your work for grading? Yes. Okay. Thanks for insulin. So I hate this system. I think this is way too complex, but the truth is I don't think I can make it much easier. Have you guys used Sunderland Learn for other project assignments, submissions? Okay, so you know better than I have. I do. No, you don't. Is there anything else you want to ask me now? Yes, there is. Yes. Oh, almost nothing. Okay, so rule book was on Wednesday, but there's only one rule. Don't be early. You're not allowed near the marking earlier than your allotted time. So on Wednesday, I'll tell you your times. Okay? I'm guessing that all of you are available for the whole afternoon because it's your computer's got one time in class. So you'll get a 30-minute time slot. You show up at 1 minute before your time slot. You sit with the demi, they'll look at your code, they'll run it, they'll run the tests on it, they'll ask you to make a small modification to make sure it's yours, and you can copy it, and then they'll give you a mark. Are you happy? Okay. Don't be nervous. It's going to be a big chance that I'll ask you to make. But it's important for us to know that it's your own work. So they'll ask you to do something like, let's say, change the character used for horizontal and vertical blocks. Something like that. Okay. So it's don't be so fast. Okay? Is it clear what I'm saying? You understand? Happy? Kind of. Okay, excellent. That's brilliant. Good. Okay. Let's stop. and we'll talk again on Wednesday. Okay.